Hey guys, I'm Katie.
And I'm Kristina. Welcome to Pretty Messy.
Today's video is our 7 tips on how to look good on a Zoom call. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're so excited to have you here. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. We share videos every Friday morning.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell just so you can be reminded.
So these days, everyone is Zooming on video chats, on Google Hangouts. So today's video is our 7 tips on how to look good on a Zoom call.
And if you remember from one of our last videos, caring for your mental health during a pandemic, doing video calls was a really important part of one of the tips that we gave on how to cope. Tip number 7, there's actually a setting within Zoom that we didn't know about and a friend recently showed us. If you actually go into the video settings when you're in Zoom, there's a little checkbox once you get in there that is called touch up my appearance. So give that checkbox a little tick and it'll put like a nice soft filter on your face. It'll block out any like harsh lines or shadows. It looks really great. It's a game changer.
Okay, tip number 6. Be aware of your distractions. So first of all, make sure you're looking directly in that camera lens. Don't look at your own picture, your own face. And then also be aware of what you're doing with your hands, if you're touching your hair, touching your face, or if you're taking your eyes off the camera to watch your dog or your kids. So just be mindful of that.
Tip number 5 on how to look good on a Zoom call. Pick the right outfit. So solid colored tops are the best outfit choice for a Zoom call. If you wear anything that has a print or a logo, it just becomes way too distracting for the other people on the call, and it's just not the most flattering.
Okay, tip number 4, be mindful of your background. So make sure you're not sitting in front of a whole bunch of clutter. It can be really distracting. Make sure that you don't have people walking behind you and your family or your pets. So if you don't have a very nice Zen office space or a beautiful background, at least find a blank wall somewhere in your home. So some people might advise you to maybe even try one of those backgrounds that Zoom has, you know, like those beach settings or those fun, colorful settings. We strongly recommend against that. They can be extremely distracting, and then also with some movement, the picture can cut out. So we think that looks terrible.
Yeah. Tip number 3 on how to look good on a Zoom call is to test out your audio and video before your call starts. So take 10 minutes before the call, go into Zoom, start up a new meeting, and you can go into the option to test out audio and video. It's really important that you do this. Give yourself at least 10 minutes ahead of time. There's nothing worse than jumping on a call, especially if it's a professional call for work or something like that, and having tech issues.
Tip number 2, this one might seem like a no-brainer, but it's lighting. So first of all, you're gonna wanna find as much natural light as you possibly can. If you have an office with a desk facing a window, that's actually ideal. But if you don't, at least try to find a space in your house that has a big, beautiful window and set up in front of it on a makeshift desk. Now, what you're not gonna want is direct sunlight beaming in you. So depending on the time of the day of your call, you might want to step back a little bit from the window or move slightly over, but make sure that you're being mindful of the shadows on your face. So what we suggest is 15 minutes or 10 minutes before your call, taking your phone, turning the camera towards you, and walking around your house and finding a spot that the shadows look good, the best spot in your house. And if you don't have access to a room with natural light, if you're in an office with no window, that's fine. You can just take a lamp and put it behind your camera and let it shine directly on you.
And tip number 1 for looking good on a Zoom call is get your angles right. Angles are so important. So a lot of people take Zoom calls from their desk. They prop their laptop up on top of the desk. The laptop is just stationary in front of them, below eye level, and you get that camera looking up at you, showing all your chins. So what we recommend is to take some books or some boxes, whatever you can find around your house, because it doesn't really matter. No one's gonna see this anyway. And propping your laptop or your camera up on top of that and shining it down on you. So you're getting that angle that's coming down on you, and it's the most flattering. This is a game changer. It can make it or break it.
All right, and that's it. Those are our 7 tips on how to look good on a Zoom call. We hope that was helpful to you. We'll see you next week.